In the bitter cold of the Himalayan winter, a soldier stands guard against the enemy without. But who stands guard against the enemy within? Today, Bharat faces a brutal two-front war, one visible and one hidden. While the government of India takes decisive actions, halting river waters flowing to Pakistan and preparing national war drills, on May 7th, a different, darker army mobilizes within. Not across the line of control, but across Punjab's fields, Delhi's corridors, and India's fractured opposition benches. The enemy's fifth column is alive, marching and sabotaging Bharat from within. When India stopped the Indus waters flowing to Pakistan, it was a strategic masterstroke. Water is survival, and Pakistan has used it as a weapon for decades. Yet, even as Bharat asserted its rights, the Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab blocked water supplies to Haryana. One step forward against Pakistan, one stab in the back from Punjab. Water, the weapon of choice, was turned inwards against fellow Indians by those elected to defend them. And so the line between treason and politics blurred once more. The government's announcement of nationwide mock drills, a bold preparation for war, was immediately shadowed by an insidious move. On the same day, the Rail Roko protests were announced across Punjab, specifically on the Amritsar-Delhi line, by farmers, they said. Farmers, or a manufactured political militia. Punjab, the vital artery through which the Indian Army convoys, supplies, and mobilizations happened, was deliberately choked. While Bharat prepared for conflict, the opposition prepared for sabotage. Who benefits when India's army movements is crippled? The answer is chilling, and it is obvious. Remember Ajay Rai, the Congress chief of Uttar Pradesh? He openly mocked India's pride, the Rafale fighter jets, as if defending Bharat's skies was a joke. Pakistani TV channels played his clip on loop. Pakistani generals quoted him as evidence. Indian valor was mocked, using Indian voices. And then came Imran Masood, another Congress leader, ridiculing the surgical strikes, just like Pakistan demanded after Balakot, demanding proof of India's victories, giving enemy nations ammunition to wage psychological warfare against India. When opposition leaders parrot the ISI script word to word, is that free speech or is that treason? It is no longer just about noisy opposition. It is a coordinated 0.5 front weaponized by China, Pakistan, deep state axis of evil. The agents of this half front are embedded everywhere. The militant Islamists, radicalized and primed to ignite communal fires at the slightest spark. Separatist Khalistanis, funded from abroad to fracture India's heartland. Propaganda-fed farm militants, the truckers and the protesters blocking India's war highways under foreign-funded narratives. Subverted medicos, the doctors and health workers who could shut down hospitals with whole life-saving supplies and weaponize public health, as witnessed in Delhi's COVID chaos. The defeated leftists, ideologically hollow but still dangerous, serving as echo chambers for external enemies. And finally, the polarized politicians, leaders without loyalty who would rather see India burn than Modi succeed. This is not dissent. This is full-spectrum hybrid warfare against Bharat. Never forget that during COVID, strikes by medical associations crippled the hospitals. Farmer protests blocked critical highways even as a nation fought the pandemic. Imagine a war scenario now, where the hospitals are paralyzed, oxygen supply routes are sabotaged, army convoys are blocked on highways to borders, essential supplies are hoarded or diverted. An internal rebellion synchronized with an external attack is not a fantasy anymore. It's a script unfolding right before our eyes. And it is being written not just in Rawalpindi and Beijing, but also in Delhi, Chandigarh, and Kolkata. Bharat cannot win the war outside if it bleeds inside. The half front, these militant networks in farmers, medicos, truckers, Islamists, Khalistanis, leftist unions, and political stooges must be dealt with ruthlessly. Clampdowns must happen. Arrests must be swift. Networks must be dismantled. Even a national emergency designed specifically to protect Bharat's survival must be placed firmly on the table as an option. The old leniency should be dead. The new reality demands action. When traitors hide behind democracy to assist the enemy, they forfeit their protection under it. Bharat today fights not one, not two, but three wars. A direct war against Pakistan and China combined, a psychological war against propaganda and information warfare, an internal war against the half front of sabotage. If Bharat must survive, it must fight all three together with unblinking eyes, unflinching hands, and unwavering hearts. For if Bharat falls, it will not be because of the enemy across the border. It will be because we let the enemy inside live too long. And Bharat cannot afford another betrayal. Not now, not ever. Jai Hind.